All right, Coach, so this old place not quite done yet. There is playoff football to be played in the East Bay in Oakland, California. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Baltimore Ravens and the Oakland Raiders. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Here we go. Down. 180. Let's get that home. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Hey, 734. Nickel. Check 20. Topper.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Oakland. Josh Jacobs, 76 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
Well, this has been a quick strike offense all season long, finding many different ways to manufacture big plays.
They had a big playoff preview today in the papers, and it was about who would set the tone. Well, they just set the tone right there. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Jackson. It's complete to Snead. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
58 for Mike. Nice, sweetheart. 58.
Here's Jackson. Short throw underneath to Hurst. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Jackson now. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. 4 catches for him in the wild card win a week ago, and he's got his first here, and it's a first down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Steps away. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 35.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start.
Ingram churning. He lost the football, and the Raiders pick it up. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Patrick Onwuasor up to make the tackle. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Carr. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Tyrell Williams, 32 yards. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Hauschka adds the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Antonio Brown, kiss him goodbye. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Antonio Brown, 65 yards. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Hauschka with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Here's Jackson to throw on third down. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Well, it should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. 21-0 our score after one. Second quarter from Oakland, the homestanding Raiders with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
7:34.
So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. He'll get that to DeValve, the tight end. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Tight end's right. 3 down.
Carr going to throw. This will be caught. Tyrell Williams. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
Sponge, Raider 1. 93.
From the gun, it's Carr. That is caught by Brown. Touchdown, Raiders. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Hauschka adds the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and it's third down. The Ravens on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Check.
From the gun, Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 66 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 28-7 ball game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
What?
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
At the 30-yard line.
Hey, no way. Mike 40, Mike 40. Hey, I'm coming.
Here's Carr. Dancing to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
At the 36-yard line.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Carr now on 1st down. Going underneath here, the tight end DeValve. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Carr completes it, and he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On 1st down, it's Jacobs. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Crowell. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down.
Check 48 to the line. Bring it. Bring it.
Throwing on 2nd down. Carr, a screen complete to Crowell. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Shotgun now for Carr. Over the middle, it's complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now Carr, flush to his right. He'll run it, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Got his man. It's Williams. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and that will extend their lead even further. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Let's go! Let's go!
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get...
Accelerating, and off he goes. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown in the final seconds of the first half, and the Ravens cut into that lead. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup, as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line.
Hey, we got 4.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson got his man complete over the middle. It's Andrews. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Over 30 yards there. And first downs on 3 consecutive plays now. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to let it go. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Andrews. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens get a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
They go for just 1 here as it's up and good. And that will get them 1 closer. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Running is Jacobs, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Throwing his car on third down. He's got a man. It's Williams. 20. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Making 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done. It's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up. And that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Now it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He's got it to Ingram. Complete. He was out there waving his arms, and when you get a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 44-yard line. From the gun, Jackson escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds, because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
On 2nd and 10, Jackson. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 15 yards on the play, first down.
First down.
58. Mike, 58 right there. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. 36, 36. 58, boys, 58. 58, it's Mike. Come on, man.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Steps away to his left. This will be caught by Brown. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Jackson on first down. And it'll be intercepted. Picked there by Nick Nelson.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And now this pass brought in by Brown. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 22 yards there, a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Carr. He gets it to Brown, complete. That'll put him north of 100 yards receiving now in this divisional round game. It's a first down. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Now a carry for Jacobs. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they got it going today.
They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Here's the Raiders punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Stop your whining. 58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. Push him back. Push him back.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down.
58 to Mike.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. They're giving those short little routes, tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. A couple of first downs, has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Jackson will throw again. Sliding out of the pocket. Snead's got it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And Jackson throwing once more. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
Tavon Young in on the tackle. Once again, it's Jacobs. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Carr. He'll get that to DeValve, the tight end. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. From midfield, here's Carr. Eluding and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr, and he's got him. Got his man on the end route, complete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now he'll pull it down, and he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 10. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, this one complete to Ingram. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
What now? 180? I'm coming. I'm coming.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Well, one side moves on, and then, of course, there's the other side, and now they face what they don't want to face, and that's the offseason.
Think about the journey just getting to this game. Preseason, right? The OTAs and mini camps before that. Going through the regular season, fighting and scratching and clawing to make it to the playoffs. And then to get to this game, one game short of a conference championship, they'll have the whole offseason to think about it. Let's see if they use it as motivation.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Black Hole celebrates. The Raiders are winners here as we say so long from Oakland. Coach, a very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings. 2-1 loss team set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now Trubisky on first down. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Trubisky, and he finds Montgomery complete. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Following the penalty, Montgomery. He'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Trubisky. It's complete to Robinson. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 20-yard line. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Now a run with Montgomery. Montgomery a 1st down and then some. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery. His first touchdown of the new season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. No problem there on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Here we go. Set. 90. Full. You got nothing to look. 61. Matchbox. Right.
Throwing on 1st down. Love. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. They could not ask for a worse start. You give up a touchdown on the game's opening drive, and then you turn right around and throw the interception on your very first play.
And this is where the coaching staff has to earn its money because they've got to calm these guys down a little bit. Just as you noted, a horrendous start, both sides of the ball. But now the defense, which gave up an opening drive touchdown, they've got to go out there now and start playing like the team they want to be.
It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Hey, Orbit.
On first down, Trubisky. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Check, check, watch 54, watch 54. We own it.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here's 2nd and 8. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Pirine. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Samaje Pirine. His first touchdown here of the new campaign as the Bears push further out in front. And when they called that play, I'm not sure they expected it to go all the way to the end zone. Nice little reward, though.
Without a doubt, and sometimes I think the offensive line gets a little bit more inspiration when they know that guy's going to get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often. They want to reward him for all that good blocking he does as well.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. A gain of 13. It's a first down. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Love. It's complete to Diggs. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
45. Mike, 45. All day, baby. All day, all day, baby. All day. 45 is the mic. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
2nd and 5. Flushed out right. Open here, Adam Thielen. 23 yards the pickup there.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Target, 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 target. 45, 45. Mike 45.
2nd and 9 now. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Coverage on the play by Kyle Fuller.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
45 to Mike. 45 to Mike. You better bring it. You better bring it.
To throw on 3rd down. Love. The open man is Smith. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Love. And he's going to be taken down. Back around the 35-yard line.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Quick pass out to Miller. Oh, now Miller slow in getting up. He's still down on the ground. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
You better be afraid of me.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. He's got Burton here. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Hey, Delta.
It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house. 57's Mike. Mike 57. Watch the screen.
Ran, tuck.
So that'll back him up 5.
Tuck. 180.
Watch the slant.
Ran, tuck. Hey, alert.
On second down, here's Trubisky. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Trubisky now to throw on third down. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Here's Trubisky to throw. He completes this into the hands of Miller. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go. Check three.
Hey.
They'll run on second down with Cohen. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season.
Hey, 18.
59.
On third down, Trubisky. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Trubisky and the troops staying out there. They will go for it.
Good. Coaching still.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Ran, tuck.
4th down. Here's Trubisky. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Trey Burton, his first touchdown of the new season as the Bears push further out in front.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Back to throw. Love. And that is incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here's Logan Cook now, standing just outside his own goal line. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
Check. You draw quarters. Ran, up. Smooth.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Double dog. That's the way.
Second and 10. It's Trubisky again. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Coverage there by the safety, Harrison Smith.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Pulled in at the 24. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Vikings will take over here first and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Hey, pick your game up. Switch.
Throwing again on second and 10. Love. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on third down. Looking to throw. Love going deep for Dibb. And he fires one that's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. out of the gun. Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Everyone got 4 down.
Play action. Now Trubisky. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A big play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6 as the Bears push further out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Back to throw. Love escaping the pressure right. And Diggs has it. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down.
First and 10 for the 41-yard line.
Go. Tighten up. Set, go.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. To throw on second down. Love. Left side caught by Diggs. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 16 yards, a first down. This quarterback now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it first and 10. They run the counter with Cook. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Here we go, G.
From the gun, Love under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Khalil Mack able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Come on, boys. Go.
Operating from the gun, Love. And that will be incomplete. Getting a hand in there and knocking it away, Eddie Jackson.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Now Gostkowski will come on to try a field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Check 49, check 49, check 49.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Second and 10.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
Whip, lock in. Blue. Hey, high 7.
Now Trubisky to throw. This one into the hands of Burton. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A gain there of 21 yards. First down, a run with Cohen. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
At the 47-yard line.
Under 10.
Again, it's Cohen. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Bang, 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 bang. Motion.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
Hey, 18. Hey.
On third down, a run with Cohen. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Third and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try and run with their fullback. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry.